coordinator Rick Bowie. We'll just jump right into questions for Coach.
Sure, Rick. I guess first off, what drew you to this opportunity, this program?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty clear. I think the success that offensively has been had around this place is undeniable. It's one of the spots that you kind of have your eye on at all times when you're in a seat like mine. I've had the ability to be a coordinator in the past, and when you get a chance to be even considered for a place like WKU, you jump all over it. So really excited to be here.
You know, you talked about you bringing your quarterback with you from Abilene Christian and Maverick, however. How comfortable is that? You know, you come to a new school, but you have your same system, you have your same quarterback to run the offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have continuity of some kind. Rarely has that happen when you switch programs. In today's college football world, you see a little bit more of that at times. So I would say, you know, it's a relationship-based business. Really excited that, you know, Maverick and I are close, and that's an exciting piece to bring along with you. And I just, you know, pleased with his ability to kind of grow within this program as well. Obviously, there's a lot of continuity between myself and Maverick, but there's a lot of continuity between the way we play offense and this place. You know, Coach Helton touched on it, that there's a lot of similarities between the offense that we've run in the past and the offense that they've run here. So hoping that leads to a seamless transition, and Maverick's a big part of that.
How do you feel about that room? I mean, beyond Maverick, there's not a lot of experience currently on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that you're still looking to add to bring in some more competition, or are you happy with the guys you got, or is that to be seen?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, Coach Helton touched on that. I mean, we got to go see, right? We got 15 exciting spring practices ahead of us, and a great opportunity for the other quarterbacks in that room to see who wants to step forward. And if we get that, that'll change sort of the approach moving forward. But always, you know, looking around at ways to improve your roster if need be. But over the next 15 practices, obviously, we're pretty focused on the group that we have to see if anybody takes that step that we would need to feel some comfort.
In those 15 practices, is there anything specific that you're looking for, whether it's your running back group, your wide receivers, anything of that sort?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, again, Coach Helton said it, the best 11 are going to play. So I get a lot of questions nowadays on who are we going to be on offense, and easiest way to say it is I don't know yet, you know, and we get a chance to put the pads on here and figure out who does what well, and then make sure that they're put in that position to do that well frequently. So all spots are open, you know, in terms of personnel groupings and all that, just making fresh eyes on a situation to try to be as productive as we can be. But there's a lot of good football players out there, a lot to be excited about, a lot of people that are familiar with the way that we've played ball in the past and the success that they've had here. So trying to continue on that success and see who can kind of step forward.
Coach said a lot of similarities in your offensive philosophy and what they were already doing here. Is that the way that you see it? What wrinkles do you bring without giving away too much, obviously, when you do a little different?
Yeah, again, it depends on who's playing well. So our personnel group is going to be dictated by the best skill guys. You know, 5 linemen are going to walk out there and a quarterback. Other than that, it's going to depend on who kind of steps to the forefront, and that sort of fluidity of personnel is kind of what we're looking for. I mean, it's based out of an air raid style that this place is pretty familiar with. But then, you know, adapting with the times as defenses have changed and different skill sets of what your roster looks like. So kind of that fluidity and modernization and adapt of what the air raid is kind of what I think you can look forward to. But again, a lot of that depends on the skill set of the group that we get to kind of foster over the next 15 practices.
And for Coach Helton and the rest of the guys that were here, they already have to deal with a changing roster, but you were going to deal with that anyways coming into a new program. Are you excited for that challenge?
Oh, yeah, certainly. I mean, I think anytime you get a fresh group, there's a lot of excitement there. And, you know, it's just about molding your schematics to the skill set. And skill set's not just defined by position either. I mean, you know, receivers, some are bigger and some are smaller and some do certain things well. You just want to put them in those situations. You know, personnel groupings are one thing, but what those personnel groupings do is very important as well. So not only which 11 walk out there, but making sure those 11 are doing the things that they're best at in key moments of the game. So you're looking at a fresh depth chart with a lot of new faces, with a lot of ability. That's exciting anytime you're in a coordinator role, and looking forward to make that fit to the things that we're comfortable with, and then the comfortability of the quarterback as well.
You always hear about when a new coordinator comes on board, the install of the offense. How much of a challenge is that for this team to learn what you want to do, and how is that going so far?
Yeah, there's always the subtle changes, but for the most part, again, there's a lot of familiarity. You know, Coach Helton decided to go in a direction of something that's a little bit similar to the things that they've done in the past, And I think because of that, there's been a pretty seamless transition. I think there's a lot of familiarity in terminology. But there's also subtle things that change along the way. It's kind of like a game of telephone a little bit, and everybody starts from the same tree, but as you kind of venture and go out your own ways, things subtly change and adapt. And then when you get back with people who've been around the offense for a long time, piecing together what's the best way to just communicate and call things along the way. But I would say from an install perspective, it's been a pretty seamless transition and certainly makes it easier when you come to a place like this that's kind of familiar with this brand of ball.
Anything else for Coach?
Appreciate it.
Okay.